Thursday, everybody, May 11, 2023, Bitcoin dumped almost 3%. Is this an early indication of upcoming dip? Let's see, and we will analyze today. Again, if you're liking the content, please hit the like button. It only takes 1 second. Please share with your friends and family. I really appreciate that. And if you are making money, like you donate, there's a PayPal link in the description of this video. Okay, guys, let's go to Bitcoin. You can see it's dumping 3%. Now it's again recovered almost 2.5%. Futures are again they're behind. You can see almost 3% dump on this, and then Ethereum almost 3.2%. Again, I'm expecting this is a buy zone based on Fibonacci retracement I showed in previous video. So it's getting very close to the buy level around 26,000 to 23,246. There's also this trend line. So now from here to the close today, so to my buy zone, which is in the middle around 24.8%, and if I want a little bit more downside around 24,000, around 10%. Okay, that's what that this is a good area to buy. I'm expecting another pump to at least at minimum test previous highs. Okay, at least to like 31,000. Okay, so Bitcoin usually leads the if it goes up, it leads it. This pump it was leading, and then later on Nasdaq and S&P 500 was following, and now it's leading the dump, and eventually Nasdaq and S&P 500 will follow. One thing to note, I want to tell you, there's no breadth in this market. What that means is only few stocks are holding the market, especially tech stocks. Okay, you can see only Google was up 4%. Meta and Amazon and Netflix. Okay, only these 3 and 4 stocks are holding the market. Everything else was down. Okay, even Apple was flat. And you can look at all the sectors: energy sector, utilities, healthcare, financials, industrials, real estate. All of the sectors are down. Even Bitcoin and gold miners are down as well. So there's no breadth in this market. Basically, it's only few stocks holding. As soon as they dump, I think everything is going to dump very soon. And I want to show you something. Even Apple made a new high today, but you can still see there's divergence on PPO and RSI. Okay, so nothing changed. Google, it made a new high. RSI showing no divergence. Okay, but PPO still has divergence. So you can see this pump. You can see what happened before as well. Google likes to do these kind of things before. You can see here we popped higher. This was the high. Okay. Again, we here also we popped higher. This was the high, and again we are now popping higher. Okay, and with a big gap at the bottom. So is this the high? We'll figure it out soon. Okay. Again, guys, let's go to 1 hour chart, sorry, 1 minute chart, and I want to show you a day trade method which I was using this morning. It worked out very fine. This morning we had a dump. I told you guys buy below this red line, and if you bought below this red line, and I told you guys take exit around this yellow line. Okay, so even here, like let's say, so I bought today around here. As soon as we dumped below red line, I bought it, and then from here to here, this was 0.55%, which, and if you bought UPRO, which is 3x ETF of S&P 500, you would have made 1.5%. Just doing, just trading this strategy. Okay, even other sectors like US 30 was down really big. You can see it went even below this purple line. This is second deviation, so it even went below. So this had much higher profit, and even US 2000, you can see it went below this red line. It touched the purple line. So this is, as soon as you're below in this range, this is the signal to buy. Okay, and VIX, you can see VIX in the morning. If I zoom out a bit, that's this red line and then bounce. So if you bought VXS, you would have made a lot of profits, and at the end of the day, it gave back most of the gains. But here in the morning, you can see from right from the go, it was up here. And if I give you profit lines from here, it was almost 3.5-4% up. Okay. So again, okay, let's quickly go through our regular stuff. So MES, let's go to daily chart. Let's hide these indicators to analyze our market. So you can see this is MES chart. You can see now we are kind of flat on MES, which is S&P 500. You can see this dip. There are minor cycles here. You can see this green cycle. It's coming to the bottom tomorrow. Okay, so it's possible we can get a little bit more pump and then make a new lower high and then dump. Okay, so it's a macro call. Eventually we are going lower, so we can expect a little bit more low, okay, and then a little bit pump and then eventually go lower here. All right, this is a macro call which I'm expecting, but I can get rid of this, so we don't need to worry about day-to-day stuff. Overall, again, everything is same. This cycle here, this purple cycle is US 2000 Russell cycle, and then all financials, I'm expecting a lot of pressure because Russell 2000 is coming to to the bottom. You can see it's still selling off. The bottom is coming here, so I think it's going to touch previous lows, and it can even make new low. Okay, so this is going to put a lot of pressure on S&P 500 to sell off. Okay, and eventually, right now only 3 or 4 stocks are holding, big tech stocks, S&P 500, but eventually everything will break and we're going to get a big sell off. Okay, I'm not expecting this market to crash. I'm expecting it to hold. So buy here end of this month. So basically now we have only a couple of weeks left. So if you can hold your build cash, hold your money, take profits, and then we'll buy again end of this month. All right. So everything is as it is. SPY 1 hour chart, it created a gap today and its gap is not filled. You can see on 1 hour chart, this gap is not filled. So tomorrow we could fill this gap. There's another gap on the top. There's another gap, massive gap at the bottom. And if I go to daily chart, you can see all these gaps are at the bottom. So it doesn't look like it wants to make a new high. I think it topped out. Again, if I go to weekly chart, I want to show you something really quick. You can see these two hanging mans, these two hanging man candle. This is most likely the top, and I think we need a dip before we go higher. Okay, so we'll see again end of this month. I'm expecting this dip, all these C gaps to fill. It's still in a trading range. It's just chopping around for like a month now. It's like a buy. You can buy around support and sell around resistance. So again, if I go to 1 minute chart and if I go to this catalyst channels, if I zoom out a bit, you can see what I'm saying. So basically support is in these, let me go to US 5000, US 500, it's here. So you can see support is between these red and purple line, and then resistance is above red line. Okay, so as soon as we go below red line, buy, sell on yellow line. As soon as we go above this red line, sell, again take profit in this middle. So we're just chopping around. You can see everywhere we're just chopping around between these two lines. Okay, so it's like a day trading right now going around. All right, so go back to daily chart. Let me zoom in. So that covers S&P 500. Let's go to SPY is also done. Let's go to VIX. VIX is, I can show you. Let me hide these catalyst channels so it's clear. So VIX is here. You can see VIX is bottoming very soon. So tomorrow is the bottom. Let's see. Monday is the bottom. So it can go 1 and 2 days here and there, but very close to the bottom. Okay, so you can buy VXX, UVXY for a bounce in VIX. Nasdaq 100. Let's go to 1 hour chart, and you can see we are now above this trading range, but you can still see we're making a new high on a bearish. You can see PPO and RSI is still low, so still nothing changed actually. You can see still divergence on PPO and RSI. You can see still divergences here. Let's go to 1 hour triple Qs and see. You can see still same thing. So nothing changed, divergences everywhere. Even here is divergence, even here is divergence, so nothing changed. Even on daily chart, if I go to daily chart, you can see we made a new high. Let's see if we close this gap or not. Let's go to 1 hour. We still did not close this gap around 326. Let me show you 326.9. Still not close this gap. But again, divergences. Okay, we're making a new high. Actually, you can see what's happening now. It looks like we're making a wedge. Let's go to triple Qs. We can even try to draw something like this. We can draw a wedge. Okay, something like this. We can draw a wedge, and we can even do this from here. Okay, it looks like we're making a bearish rising wedge. Okay, and the target of this wedge would be, if I take a trend line here from top to bottom here. Okay, let's move it here. So if you fall back down, it could come to 296 here. Okay, so that's gonna be in line with my projection, so just be mindful of that. All right, so yeah. Okay, SPY we already covered. US 30, Dow Jones, again I think more selling coming, so not interested here. Disney had a disappointed earnings, so it's selling based on that. US 2000, Russell 2000 expecting lower prices here. Again, expecting previous lows or lower low, which when that happens, I would like to see divergence on RSI and PPO, and that will make it bounce. And let's go on. Crude oil, looking for lower prices. You can see nothing changed. Now we are selling, so everything is going as expected. Now go looking for lower lows, new lows here around early June. Natural gas just chopping around. 1 hour chart, is this still gap? I'm looking for this gap to fill before I get long. And it's just all these are buy zones. You can buy UNL or UNG. UNL is basically less volatile. UNG is more volatile. So UNL you can buy for long-term hold. Bitcoin already covered. Ethereum already looking for 1700 buy zone. Oh wow, it touched 1700. Very good. Okay, so you can see I did not even change anything. Looks like we're gonna go even to 1600. Looks like we'll see. Dollar bouncing, but it's okay. It's gonna eventually fail. A little bit bounce. My prices are here. 11 July go lower. Gold was selling off. Gold, you can see minor cycle low is today. Actually, yesterday or today, yeah, very close. So we could have made a low, little bit more bounce, experience a little bit more bounce, and then come back to this white cycle here, which is around basically 1900 is the buy zone. Silver sold really heavily. Wow, it came to my buy zone already, so I don't know what's going on with silver, but yeah, looks like the top is in. You can see we made equal highs, double top, and now it's going down. You can see divergence on PPO and RSI now selling off. Wheat, let's go to wheat again, looking for new lows, okay, with divergence on PPO and RSI. When that happens, I'll be looking to buy again, low expecting early June. This is wheat ETF. You can buy if you want to try trade wheat. Mortgage rates TNX looking for new lows 7th of June. Bond market is going up following this cycle, so a little bit more upside and then downside. Okay, and I think those are the sectors. Let's quickly look at XLE. Looking at more lower prices, it's dumping now. Okay, this is my buy zone here. Looking for more sell off. Actually, we can now make it like this. Okay, XLU, more low price. So you can see all sectors are selling really heavily, no strength. Only 2 or 3 stocks are holding the market again. Lower prices here. XLV looking for lower prices here. Same thing, XLF looking for new lows, same low or new low. So little bit of pump we're getting, but eventually it's going to fail. Looking for previous lows, going to get really good opportunity to buy financials. Industrial sector looking for new lows again. RE real estate, new lows again here as well. Okay, Tesla, there was a news this morning, I mean not morning, last minute of the trade that he found a new CEO. So I think now we're going to pump and probably look to fill this gap most likely. So tomorrow could be Tesla pump around 180. So we might need to adjust this a bit. So I think it's going to go a little bit higher on this cycle, and then it's going to come lower here. So we'll see how it goes. But if we fill this gap at 180, that's a good time to take profits on Tesla. Okay, don't get greedy, guys. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting. Apple basically again going higher, made a new high today on this sell zone, but actually can we adjust? No, so it's I think it's almost done, guys. It's just a matter of dumping. You can see 1 hour chart. Let's see if we find divergence here. You can see 1 hour chart, divergence on RSI, PPO. You can see new high with lower momentum on PPO and RSI. Daily has divergence, so it's almost a matter of dumping anytime. Google bounced higher with a gap up. 1 hour chart, you can see multiple gaps on Google. Gaps here, gap here, gap here. Eventually, it's going to fail. And again, I think RSI is showing no divergence, but PPO is showing divergence. So just be careful here, okay? I think it needs to cool down a bit. This is like a rocket launch. Microsoft gave, I think, a little bit divergence on PPO and RSI showing divergences now. So looking for lower prices. Snowflake is selling. Multiple gaps. I think it's going to just, you can see this cycle is topping out. I think Snowflake is picking a topping process and eventually going to sell off. Meta is higher, but again, multiple gaps, looking for this to top out very soon and go lower. Amazon is pumping higher, which is, again, let's see this trend line. Now it's above this trend line. Looks like they're trying to show it as a breakout. Okay, you can see it's now, again, this candle needs to, if it closes above this candle, then that's a really good breakout. But I think can see now we are showing actually no divergence still yet on PPO. Okay, on RSI still no divergence. So Meta chart is still looking bullish, but with the more weakness in other sectors, I do expect Amazon chart to go lower. Netflix holding this trend line again, bouncing. Did it close this gap today? Let's go to 1 hour chart and see. Yeah, we did close this gap, so we can get rid of this. So that's good. Now multiple gaps to the downsides, and there's another gap here. So let's see if it fills this gap first, then go down. We'll see. Nvidia weaknesses happening. Basically, huge divergence on RSI and PPO. I do expect a big sell-off in Nvidia, at least around 200. AMD AMD was flat today. I think this is a big resistance zone. You can see I don't think it's going to cross that. So today could be the top, and I think there's another gap. All these gaps are there. So eventually, I think we should go lower. And yeah, that about it, Guy. Please, on your way out, hit the like button and enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one. Bye.